Hasbro debuts their new 6-inch Dungeons & Dragons animated series figures, plus starting lineup figures go up for pre-order this week. McFarlane Toys shows off their Sam and Twitch Spawn 2-pack, plus more Target exclusive DC Multiverse figures and a whole lot more. So let's jump right into it. You action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Friday edition of TNInews, and we've got a lot to cover today, so let's jump right into it. Let's start off with some Marvel news. So just the latest update on the Haslab Ghost Rider campaign. Today is the final day to get to the 9,000 backers needed to fund the campaign if you want to include the early bird figure, the human form Robbie Reyes 6-inch figure. So honestly, it is not looking very good that the campaign is going to reach that number by the end of today. As I'm filming this, the campaign currently has 5,591 of the 9,000 backers that it would need to reach that, and so that the human form Robbie Reyes would be included. I don't really see that happening. I won't say 100% until we get through the end of the day, but again, right now it is not looking very likely that the Robbie Reyes human form figure will end up being included in the campaign. So that to me brings up an interesting question, and this is really only for those that were seriously thinking about backing the campaign already or has backed the campaign already. If in fact the human form Robbie Reyes figure is not included, is that going to change your mind? Are you going to cancel your pre-order? Are you, or basically just completely walk away and decide that you're not going to back it? Again, I understand anyone who wasn't already backing it is definitely not going to back it now that it's down one less figure. But if this is something you were looking to get or have already backed, I definitely would be interested to hear your thoughts on how impactful losing this one figure is going to be. So let me know down in the comment section below. And then in other Marvel Legend news, I just wanted to share these updated images. These come via SB Toys, who has gotten that Marvel Legends Wakanda Forever Ironheart Deluxe Ironheart figure that I told you about earlier this week. He's gotten the figure in hand, so he's provided us some really nice images to give us a good look at the figure. Of course, this figure has not been officially announced yet by Hasbro. I believe, I still think here in the US this is going to be a Target store exclusive, but I'm not entirely sure of that. It is looking like possibly October 1st is going to be the official sale date for the figure. Again, I won't say that 100%, but I'm seeing some indications of that. So you might see it earlier, as some people obviously like SB Toys here has, but I wouldn't be surprised if come October 1st, this figure is more widely available. Though again, here in the US, I think this may end up being a Target store exclusive. This is also something they may officially announce at PulseCon next week. If you're into MAFEX, we've got 2 new figures that went up for pre-order today. These are available at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. We've seen these figures on display at some of the overseas shows and stuff. So we've got from Avengers Endgame, a battle damaged version of Iron Man, and then from Spider-Man No Way Home, we have the upgrade suit figures. And again, both of these figures are available for pre-order now, and it looks like they're slated for release in September of next year. For those of you who are interested in those Sectar figures that are coming from the Nacelle company, those figures that first wave of figures is now available for pre-order at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. The first wave, I've talked about these before, but Dragon and Stellara, those are the first 2 figures being released. These figures stand between 6 and 7 inches tall. They were previously available directly through the Nacelle company, but now you can get them again at places like Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. Okay, now jumping over to McFarlane Toys. So yesterday, McFarlane showed off this preview image for an upcoming Spawn Sam and Twitch 2-pack. So no other details on this set are available. Not sure yet when this is going to be available for pre-order or anything like that. But again, from the Spawn line, the 7-inch Spawn line, we are definitely getting Sam and Twitch. And when more details become available on this, I'll be sure to let you guys know. We also have, thanks to Liquid Momentum, and I'll put a link to his Instagram down in the video description below, but he has discovered some new DC Multiverse Gold Label Target exclusive figures at his local store. So these are previously unannounced figures. So we've got a new Kyle Rayner figure, updated version from the Endless Winter one. Still, unfortunately, has that light lime green coloring as opposed to a darker green, but the outfit itself is more based on his classic look, which I like. So that one is, again, starting to see release at Target stores. We also have a new Deathstroke figure. This is based on that white Defiant suit, so definitely kind of a weird look for him. And then another, basically a slight variation in colors of the Endless Winter Wonder Woman with a different weapon accessory. The Kyle Rayner Green Lantern also has an extra Green Lantern effect type piece that wasn't included with the previous one. So again, these are all gold label figures, which means they're store exclusives. And because they showed up at Target, that means they're exclusive to Target. At this time, they have not been listed online as far as I can tell, but hopefully at some point they will be also sold online, not just at physical stores. And when these get officially announced or what have you, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Walmart today has officially announced the start date for their next Walmart Collector Con, which will be taking place October 6th. So I've talked about this before, that there would be one coming around New York Comic Con time. So October 6th, Walmart has officially announced it. Now they put out this initial teaser. One of the images looks to be of The Rock. I believe this is going to be one of the figures in the WWE Superstars Wave 4, which we've seen images for already. So that wave probably will be going up for pre-order during the Collector Con event. And then we also, I believe there'll be the next round of Transformers Velocity figures will go up during the Collector Con event. So the Autobot Hot Rod, the G2 Universe Shadow Strip, and then also the Decepticon Crasher, which I thought Crasher was a GoBot, but I guess she made her way into the Transformers line. So those, I believe, will be going up for pre-order during the Collector Con event. For Star Wars, those two Andor figures that had been previously announced, the Imperial Officer listed as Dark Times and the Cassian Andor in that mission outfit. And then there's also there's a Halloween figure that looks like is coming of a Wookiee. This image comes via Yak Face. There's also a Target exclusive Halloween figure that should be coming. I don't know exactly when that one's going to go up for pre-order, but I would expect these 3 Star Wars figures will be going up during the Walmart Collector Con. And then there'll probably be other things. From McFarlane Toys, I wouldn't be surprised if that Shazam figure, that comic book based Shazam figure, and the Dark Flash figure officially go up for pre-order. Those have been hitting physical stores, but my guess is we'll probably see those go up online during the Collector Con event. But when more details, as we get closer to the event, when more details on what exclusives we'll probably see during it become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Now, getting back to Target and their fall Geek Out event, their version of the Collector Con. So today, a number of different Hasbro items went up for pre-order. So let's start off with the Transformer items that went up for pre-order this morning. Last time I checked, they were still available. So we've got a Studio Series of Voyager Ness Bone Crusher figure that has gone up. We've also got a Studio Series Nest Autobot Ratchet figure that has gone up for pre-order. And then the final third figure for Transformers that went up this morning is the Transformer Studio Series Leader Optimus Prime figure. So I think these are reissues, but some of these might be, like the Optimus Prime, I think is kind of hard to get. So again, these are up for pre-order on the Target website now as part of the Geek Out event. And then for Star Wars, the 2 Andor Black Series figures that I've previously talked about, I told you these were going to be going up during this event today. The Shore Trooper and then the Imperial Officer Ferrex. Those are both available for pre-order now. Both of those are Target store exclusives. Sadly, we really didn't get anything for G.I. Joe today. That was what they had initially plugged was going to be going up on the 23rd during the Target Geek Out event, and then they changed it to just Hasbro products. But the only things that went up, which I think were still there to begin with, was the Cobra Island heavy or roadblock figure. I always want to say heavy duty. but the Roadblock figure and then the barbecue figure. So I don't think those ever sold out or were not available on the Target website, but those were the two G.I. Joe figures that they plugged for the Geek Out event. So nothing really for G.I. Joe. But the big news of the day is going up for pre-order at Target today are 6-inch Dungeons and Dragons animated series figures. So I know a lot of D&D fans have been hoping that somebody would do figures based on that classic animated series, and Hasbro is doing them. So the only figure that went up today that is actually a Target store exclusive is the Vengar figure with the Dungeon Master. So that is a Target store exclusive. If you want to get that one, Target, I think Hasbro Pulse has had some up limited. I don't know if those are still available, but technically this figure is a Target store exclusive. So the cost of this one is $49.99. This is a bigger deluxe type figure and such. And last time I checked, again, it was available on the Target website. Now, the other figures that are available right now on Target's website, they will be available everywhere else starting on September 30th. So these are not Target store exclusives. Target is just getting first crack at them. But the other figures, which are regular figures, which cost about $25 each, is the character Hank, Deanna, and then Bobby the Barbarian with Uni the Unicorn. So those three figures, again, will be available everywhere starting on September 30th. Now, this is being listed as the first wave of figures, so I believe there'll be at least 3 more figures coming, which likely will be the remaining team members that weren't included in this first wave. As far as Vanguard goes, I don't know if we will ever get a non-Target exclusive version of him or not. If you want Vengar, I would definitely go on and pre-order that from the Target website now. I believe these will be carried at physical stores at some point, but I don't know, if they'll be carried in any kind of large numbers. So if you want to secure Vengar at least, I would go on and pre-order it from Target. The others you can wait, you can get from your favorite retailer or what have you. But Vengar definitely, even though I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Hasbro doesn't release another version of Vengar as a regular release. Now, one other thing I want to note about the Target Geek Out event. So Target now has on their website saying that starting on October 2nd, there's going to be one final drop. So next Friday is going to be Funko drops, but then on October 2nd, they're saying there's going to be one final drop from it sounds like it's going to be from various companies. So, like maybe G.I. Joe, even though we really didn't get any new G.I. Joe going up today, maybe we'll see some G.I. Joe go up on the 2nd, which would be after PulseCon, which kind of makes sense to me. Maybe that Target Halloween figure will go up on the 2nd. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. We might see some of these McFarlane figures that I talked about that are showing up at physical stores. We might see those go up on the 2nd. So basically, the Geek Off event, and I don't know this for sure, but based on the Target website, the Geek Out event's going to kind of go out with a bang with some final drops from various companies on October 2nd. Okay, and then finally for today, going up for pre-order this week was that first wave of 6-inch NBA starting lineup figures from Hasbro. So these look like are primarily being sold as Pulse exclusives. They are not going to be released at mass retail like Walmart and Target. They will be, I think, sold at like the NBA, the official NBA store website, but primarily, if you want to get these, probably Hasbro Pulse is the best place to go. So these figures, they do have a hefty price tag to them. They're $50 each. They are 6-inch figures with good articulation and detailing. It looks like. One thing that's a little mystery is the figures. They come with a stand and multiple pairs of hands, but I'm not seeing anything. One of the teases they had shown previously was like an actual basketball backboard, and so I'm not seeing that being offered with the figures, which is a little disappointing. You get a trading card, and then there's an NFT version of the trading card. So I'm really not into NFT, but that's something that they're including with these. The first wave is going to include the likes of Stephen Curry, LeBron James. LeBron James is probably the biggest player here in this first wave. So there's like a total of 8 figures total being released in the first wave. So, if you're into sports, this might appeal to you again. I know the price is kind of leaving a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. Sports figures is not really my thing, so I definitely don't personally have any interest in these. But again, if you are interested, you probably want to head over to the Hasbro Pulse website and check them out there. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like the video if you're so inclined, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. Logan has left the building, so I'm taking off as well. But have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.